and welcome back to another video, my little blue bunnies. Please excuse the late upload to this video. I had started to edit the Monday after the Sim Sunday live stream, but ended up violently ill on the Monday and Tuesday, and was out of commission because of it. Now that these messages are out of the way, let's jump straight into the video. If you remember from last episode, you will remember me saying that I wanted Blue to have a greenhouse on the other end of the property line so her plants would grow all year round. Well, that is exactly what we did first. First by adding the walls and fixing up the garden fence so Blue couldn't escape, because that was the last thing that we needed. I moved the gate and chicken coop before giving the greenhouse some glass walls. I wanted a roof added next and adjusted it before also having it made of glass. I added a white trim around the roof to give it a little extra detail before fiddling around with door colors and settling on one I liked the look of. I added some simple masonry to the floor and added in quite a few plant boxes and 6 of the eco-friendly planters from the Eco Living Pack. These felt cute and made the space feel less flat. After they all were laid out, I started to place the plants together. Flowers in one section, fruit in another, and vegetables in another, you get the picture. I then found I had a cat wall sticker in my inventory, so I put that in the vet office above the shelves. Then the 3 gnomes we had went on the outside so Robin Banks could take them, as they were technically not ours to begin with. The only thing that was missing now was lighting, and the Eco Living Pack had these lovely stone-looking floor lights. So we added 4 of them and a doormat. Honestly, this was looking good and I was quite happy with how it turned out. We finally exited build mode and took care of our newly built greenhouse by watering, weeding, and fertilizing before taking care of ourselves by using the bathroom and eating. We gave some of our attention to Inky for some time before taking a quick nap and then jumping into a gaming tournament, only to win 3rd place. Of course, she also wanted to sleep again right after this. Typical of you, Blue. It was now Harvest Fest, so after cleaning out the chicken coop that was spewing like a broken sewer pipe, we went ahead and appeased the gnomes with toys and pie before making ourselves a grand breakfast. And this year, Blue didn't burn down the kitchen! Yay! After having a plate, we went back to the flower arranging table and sold off the piece we made before realizing we were missing all 3 windows facing the garden. I was a little annoyed, but headed back into build mode to fix the problem. It was back to flower arranging and selling off the creations right away after this, though while Blue took a short nap on the couch for some reason, we saw Inky head off to the greenhouse to have a riveting conversation with the new chicks. Good to see he was making friends. Blue's nap also didn't last long, as I had her up and back to making not 1, but 2 flower arrangements. While she slept in her bed, I looked around for any seed packets left by the gnomes and moved them into her inventory, and moved the extra gnomes to the outside of the property again. This is because they just aren't ours. Blue took care of the plants and opened up all her seed packets when she woke, before taking care of the chicken coop and naming our rooster Nugget and our hen Hennessy, thanks to Mr. Rage Bunny's suggestions. Thanks, hon. Blue then made the initiative to make and consume a gourmet dish before planting the new goods she had in her inventory, but we had a small problem. We had another tree to plant, but nowhere to plant it. So I went back into build mode to try and move the flowers into the eco-friendly living plant bed things, but that didn't work. Seems like I had to plant them directly into the pots. Fine, I could do that. But let's move the mushrooms with the spinach so I could plant the new tree. She quickly took a bathroom break before replanting 3 of the flowers we had in our inventory and disposing the ones in the plant boxes. I would remove the others with time, I just needed them to be replanted first. We watered the new tree and flowers before heading back to the flower arranging table and finding Inky had grown up to an elder while I was double checking the greenhouse. So after she sold off the arrangements and slept, I had Blue take one final image of Inky, framing and naming it while she made herself some lunch. The rest of the images were sold off for extra cash, of course. We made sure the chickens were all well fed before tending to the greenhouse and making not one, but 2 flower arrangements, before making something tasty to eat. We left the chickens just a little more food before we headed into bed and woke up to make 3 more flower arrangements. While we slept, again, I noticed little stars forming around Inky's head. Great, he was sick again. Meaning the second we woke up, it was a trip to the vet office to get him fixed up. We then had some leftovers and fed the chickens while we did so, and set Blue up for another gaming tournament, which she lost. God damn it, Blue! It was by this time that I realized we were getting near the end of the stream, so I had her stand by her new greenhouse for the end of stream photo. Yeah, you should look sad, you little disappointment. We did the usual hanging, selling, framing, and naming with the images before Blue was sent to tend to her garden one last time. Thank you very much for joining me today, my little blue bunnies. I hope you had as much fun as I did with this. Again, I do severely apologize with the massive delay as I was really not well for the last 2 days. And a little heads up, the next Sims Sundays will not be until the 12th of April due to personal reasons. If you have any suggestions on how I can improve my videos, I would love to hear about them, as constructive criticism is always welcome. For now, like, subscribe, and hit that bell, and join our Discord if you're interested. The link will be in the description. Bye bye!